Good evening. I am Mr. Heil. I am your child's Algebra 1B teacher for this semester. Um, I'm here to just give you a little bit of preliminary information. Uh, Primarily, all of this information can be found on Schoology through our actual class's website. And of course, the Algebra 1B really is a course with the intention of taking the algebra keystones at the end of the year. So that's really what the preparation in this course is for. First and foremost, under the course information folder, there's a handful of things that might be useful. First off, there's a syllabus that you can read through there at any time that would cover our grade expectations as well as the scope of the course, what we're going to be learning and everything. We have Study Island assignments. Study Island is closely linked with the Keystone, so they have a number of online resources and practice material that is really good at covering material, especially in the style of the Keystone. So the questions are going to be created that are much closer to what they would normally see on the Keystone. So that's going to be a really handy place for practice. Our book is through the Big Idea. Through Big Ideas. So we have a website login here that is handy to be able to log into and see. There's a lot of resources there, along with a lot of practice materials that we'll be using. Desmos is an online graphing calculator that's free to use. It's really intuitive, really nice. However, we will also be working at being able to utilize our graphing calculators in class, because that's going to be really what the best tool is that we're going to be allowed to use on those keystones. I do have some retest and requiz guidelines posted. If forever there is a reason to have to do that, they can start here. And then one last thing I really wanted to highlight is there's a homework hotline. So throughout given evenings, your child could go to this is an ad. In the ad, there is a phone number that will trace them out to Penn State Berks, and as long as they call during the correct time, a student at Penn State Berks who has been trained in upper level math, or just trained to actually tutor in general, would be able to lead your child through particularly given problems. So if your child's working at home on problems, they're getting stuck, they can certainly give this homework hotline a call, and hopefully that works out. So if for any reason that you do use that, we would love to hear feedback off of that. So just one cool sort of resource that would be awesome to see more students use. After that, I have the hybrid agendas. This is primarily for when we are in the hybrid learning model, so when we're not full-time or anything in the classroom. I will keep these up throughout the marking period or throughout the course, and students can refer back to those in the hybrid agendas. I have the actual agenda for the particular day. I have the link in order for them to get into Google Meet or attendance, whatever attendance I need to take for the day, as well as all of the materials and all of the links that they may need to use while at home or even in the class. Most students would then also use this to upload any assignments that I would then grade from there. Next up, I have the Algebra 1 book. So we don't have a physical book in class. Your child can certainly request one if they would prefer to have a physical copy, but our book is primarily electronic, and we do have that online. We do have some physical books for the classroom. And then everything after that, I'm not going to go through absolutely every piece here, but everything after that is really a breakdown of what we're going to be covering in this class. So this is chapters 6 through 11 is primarily from the Big Ideas book. We will supplement that with just a little bit more material on counting methods and probability. But in each of these chapter folders, it's broken up by section, and then in each of those sections is the really important part. I have all of my own completed notes that we'll be covering for the class uploaded so that your child can refer to them at any time. I would highly recommend that if they miss a day, they go back to any one of these lessons or sections, and they can copy down my notes. I would really prefer that they would write things down themselves, but hey, if they have access to a printer and would like to print that off, that's fine as well. On top of that, in each of these sections, in each chapter, there's also a folder of examples. So there's a number of videos in there, again, through Big Ideas, that'll break down any of these examples that we'll frequently see in class, and they'll go through it step by step. So if I'm not available to show more examples per se, then this would be an awesome place to find a lot of resources that are loaded to be able to help your child through whatever section they might be working on. So I just wanted everyone to be aware of those, and hopefully that makes sense. So other than that, that's really what I hope to get across to you for the back to school night. But that being said, if for any reason you would need to contact me, you can always contact me at Heil, H-E-I-L, @cacalico.org. So I'll typically try to respond as frequently or as quickly as I can, but that would definitely be the best place to message me at. If your child is trying to get a hold of me, an actual direct message through Schoology is also viable. I would get notifications of that as well. So I hope you get to enjoy the rest of your evening, but if you do have any questions, feel free, send me a message at any time, and have a good rest of your evening.